open topic. We can talk about if you think there are aliens, do you believe they exist? And if so, what might they be like? Let's start with that question. What are aliens, first of all?
Just may I start? Because that's for me, it's really interesting to know that the how to say the appearance of this word is like from the grammar, from their language. So just I would also I have a question for you, David, about this particular word, because if you look at look through the dictionary, just and we will find this word alien. It's kind of like a strange, something different. That it's also, we can say that, for example, you don't like cats, or just you hate cats, but then once you will have a cat at home, it will be so strange. So that's kind of you like an alien. So for me, it's like how this word just to move to the fiction, and now just we use it like to according to towards dehumanization, just to people from other planets, not just people, for creatures, and so just it's really common in fiction and movies. And so we just not use, I think that we not use it like you're so strange, you're an alien, or just your behavior is so strange, so just you're an alien. So maybe just like, could you just explain, and maybe briefly, or just it's up to you, just if you know that. For me, it's really interesting, the information about this word.
Yes, sure. I think if you look in most dictionaries, they will have one definition is something from another planet, like this extraterrestrial, the kind of thing you might see in science fiction, or that we're going to talk about today. But there is another meaning, which, like you say, just means something strange. It can be used as in a country. If you're a legal alien, it's like you're a kind of a foreigner. So it all have this meaning of being strange, being an outsider. But yeah, it's good to get that distinction. But I think today we're going to talk about aliens, as in the perhaps little green men, or some people that might live on Mars or in other planets.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Do you believe that aliens exist? Someone else there?
Oh, just for me, I'm not, because I believe in facts only.
Okay. What about the others? Do you believe aliens exist somewhere?
Believing is difficult to say for me, but for me it's interesting that there are really scientists who have considered this possibility for years or decades, and they sent human beings stuff into the orbit, just in case that somebody might be there and will find it. And the question is, why shouldn't there be anybody else out there? So it's probably also a bit of a philosophical question again, but it's difficult to imagine for me. My brain is too narrow, too limited to think of these creatures.
Yes, you mentioned human stuff that people have sent out. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, I think they are orbiting boxes or flying objects sent from scientists to the space, and they carefully thought about what to put in there, because you can't assume that extraterrestrial creatures will be able to read our language or our letters. So they try to put in things that are understandable or neutral, but with a message as well.
Yeah, it's a tough decision. What to include?
And
Do
this
they
is
speak English or German or Thai or Russian? Some
probably
language.
nothing of neither.
Yes.
But so the purpose is just to show that there are man-made things that have a meaning, and this is done by serious scientists. So there's the thought is in science as well.
Okay. Let me ask the two others. Do you guys believe in aliens?
Yes, for me, when I was a schoolgirl, I believed in aliens, and I was waiting when one day something special, something alien, say me hello. But now I'm adult enough, and when I preparing for this classes, I tried to read scientific papers, and I knew for myself opinion of the experts in this area. And four of them said that, of course, alien exists. And one of them answered that we have not aliens because we have not any proofs of their existing. But what was interesting for me that what we are waiting for is alien. According to my childhood remembrance, I'm waiting for the humanoid form, face, and something in this way. But now our scientists say that any new bacteria, this is alien, and and this will be proof of the existing aliens too. So the simple question, the simple answer for this question is I don't know. Exist they or not?
Okay, yes, good. Thank you, Larissa. And how about you, Pipe?
I think I believe because because I think the universe is have a many star, right? I think I'm not sure alien have a civilization or not, but I think maybe in the some of the somewhere in the planet in the universe, I think maybe we will find some animal or something. I think for me because I think yeah I think many things the human cannot prove, they have and they not have, and they don't. I think we should have a time to prove, to find a new thing in the new star or in the new galaxy something. Yeah.
Yes, right. We're just beginning to discover all these exoplanets, as they're called, planets which exist in other solar systems. Yeah, so a lot has been made of this. Okay, we're going to come back, I think, to these questions. So the next leading question is: if they exist, what will aliens be like? I mean, there's a lot,
May I just
obviously.
add?
Yeah, sure. I'll bring you in. I just wanted to say a lot has been written, and in science fiction, we have lots of depictions of aliens. Some of them are very fantastic. Most of them have some connection to humans, but is that, will aliens be like humans, or what? Yes, Natalia.
Yeah, I would like to add, and just I agree with Larissa that it's really difficult to prove that they exist and they not exist. And who told you that they are the same like we are, just like they have face and just they have hands and so on. They like creatures. They could be like small microorganisms, and you can see they only through the microscope, and just, or maybe we cannot see because we don't have these possibilities. And so that's a really interesting question, and so many things we cannot prove. So the scientists, they always try to discover new things and try to explain, but here we still haven't been discovered all our world. Just what we have, our planet, yes. So it's always there is a constant way for searching for improvement for everything, and so just there is not the perfect, and so just we have to achieve and to find something and to discover so sometimes that today we discovered and explained it, but in 10 years maybe we could say that we were wrong. Because there's other facts and so on. And so even Einstein, he told that science is okay, but anyway he tried to explain we cannot everything explained only by having scientific facts. So maybe there is a creature, but it's not kind of God like personality, like individual creature, but it's something different. And so it's really interesting, his article about religion and science, how they could be together and help together. So it's really complicated point. So
yes.
Of course
you know, after I sent you the email yesterday, I was looking and I found this really good. It's a National Geographic program entitled One Strange Rock, and it's called Aliens, but they really look at our own planet, and especially astronauts who have been in space, look at how life evolved here on Earth to try and get clues to how, what's important and how it might evolve and how bacteria might come about. And they had some interesting theories. I would have sent it to you guys if I found it in time, but there's a link here, and I'll put a link in below the video. I really recommend watching this. It's really interesting. So let's see. Let's have another question. Yeah, as Pipe said, the universe is so big, so huge and vast, and there are such an unimaginable number of stars. It seems almost more likely than not that life evolved somewhere else, at least bacteria. But if it did, let's say life did advance in a similar way as we are here, because it's so far away, would we be able to contact these? As it stands, I think the furthest humans have ever been is perhaps to the moon. We might get to Mars in the next decade, but I think the furthest any object has been sent was the Challenger 1, which has gone, to the edge of the solar system, or maybe just outside of our own solar system. But it would still take hundreds more years to get even to the next star. So it seems that even if there was other life out there, is it possible to contact them or to get there? Oh, sorry, I want to send this one on here. So will we ever contact aliens? If they do exist, will we be able to contact them, or will they be able to contact us? Might be too late by the time we find out.
It's difficult to answer for this question because, of course, there are a lot of more than 10,000 light years between this is the average speed between one signal from the one planet to another planet. So of course, if someone still alive from other planet one day will want to send this signal, we in my age we will not receive it. So we have not possibility to answer for them. So it's difficult. But I remember the historical example when 100 years ago, our Russian scientist Ilya Mechnikov was opened the bacteria in our digestive tract. And this bacteria was very helpful for our maintenance, for our health, and for our living. And he every day he took one glass of milk. I don't know, help me please, how to translate it. When milk is not fresh, but when milk
Sour.
Sour milk.
Yes, sour milk. And he opened that there are a lot of this kind of bacteria in this milk, and this drink prevents your digestive system from different diseases. So he wanted to use this milk every day, and he wanted to live more than 100 years. But unfortunately, he died in 65 from the myocardial infarct of the myocardium, so from the heart attack. So this was his end of his life. But he opened this bacteria, and he received Nobel's Prize for this. And it was interesting, and it was more than 100 years ago. But now we knew that there are a lot of different bacteria in our digestive system, and only their maintenance help us to live there and to feel ourselves good and be in best mood, and they help and prevent us from many diseases. And I know these ideas from every medical conference in last year, and I suppose that in our future we will have the same.
Yeah, bacteria are really quite amazing things. That they talk about them in the program which I just sent you a lot, how they first developed and how he said really
Yes.
life is one of the most important questions is what's for dinner? You know, where can they get food? Where can they get energy? And even some processes like photosynthesis, which allows plants to get energy from the sun. So yeah, these things that we take for granted as humans, but so much happens on this kind of microscopic level, which is necessary for life. If you don't have that, then there's no life.
Yes, I'm sorry, I go away from our main question.
No,
But anyway, may I just
relevant.
add about this? Larissa just told about bacteria, and so just how we could feel good and just live for a longer period of time, just like 100 years and more. And so just 4 years ago, I attended the conference there was a topic about aging and how to live 200 years and how to prolong our life. And it was really interesting reports from different scientists from states, from our Russian scientists. And of course, it is. And when they ask me, who are you? I'm not a scientist. I'm just curious. I'm here, guys, just to listen to you. So, okay, did you find pills? Did you create pills against of aging? No. No, there are no pills, no, just medicine, no treatment. And so, of course, there are some things, some ways. And that was very hot and interesting because people, of course, they are looking for the way how to live longer, but longer, healthy, and be in a good fit and mood, and so on. Sorry, just I wanted to add this topic about living.
Okay. Yes.
But when you talked about microscopic things, I think if we look at the whole scale, the things we human beings are doing and what we achieve compared to the whole universe, it's microscopic as well. And so we are very proud of flying to Mars, not flying to Mars, sending rockets to Mars, not human beings.
Yes.
And think this is such a great achievement. But if you have a look from the top to it, it's a very small achievement, I think. So the likelihood is higher that people will eradicate themselves before it will be possible to go such huge distances to get in contact to other creatures that are alive. And regarding to the scale or to microcosmic thinking, it's only our definition of life. Maybe we don't know if there are other definitions of life which we don't know and which we can't imagine right now. So I think our cosmos is quite, it looks big to us, but it's quite limited in the end.
Yes, right. Good point. And yeah. Pipe, did you have anything?
About the contact with alien, right?
Yeah. Contact them, or the next question is, could we ever reach them? I guess contact is first.
Yeah, I think it's so long. I think we have about the technology of the space. It's just a beginning. I think it's long time when I found something. Yeah, but for me, if I found the alien in the new star, I think we should not to contact them. We should leave them, let them to the nature, and we just view, then we don't disrupt something by human. I think we just look and we don't contact them, for me, because I think we're not sure about the effect when we contact them,
Right.
maybe it's a danger or not, yeah.
Maybe they have some kind of virus.
Yes,
worse than
right.
coronavirus.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I forgot to say, Andreas, when you said that maybe humans will eradicate ourselves before, it seemed a little pessimistic.
Well, also on the large scale,
right?
When we talk about millions of years.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess at some point, if we don't destroy the planet, some people talk about moving to other planets. We've kind of mentioned this in a previous topic. So let's stick with kind of aliens today. I'd like to now maybe look at the science fiction part of aliens. What experience do you have, or what depictions of aliens, like stories or films or books, that you particularly like, that you know about concerning alien life forms or alien beings?
Avatar by Dave Cameron.
Oh yes, tell us about Avatar.
I don't remember, because it was, to my opinion, 5 years ago or more. but it was very interesting, and it was the science fiction, and it was the line of love story too in this film. And when I remember that main character was he has a terrible disease. I think that he was disabled in his human being as a human being, but to be an avatar, he received another life in this film.
Yeah.
And one day he met his beloved woman.
Do you think that kind of thing could happen? This concept where we control avatars?
But
Is that too far-fetched?
I'm sorry for the interruption, but I think that as we speak about society, human society, bacterial society, and alien society, of course, they have the same rules, the same laws as in every society. And of course, they have a love story. They have to, I don't know how, but they have to provide their families to earn monies and so on.
Yeah, of course. What else? What other things do you guys like? Are you fans of science fiction?
may I just add about Avatar? So it was a really beautiful movie, like with cartoon decorations, and there was really a lot of how to say effects. Yes, like effects.
Yeah.
And it was nominated to a lot of points to Oscar, but he didn't award. It was awarded only on the effects, as I remember correctly,
Right.
but not the best movie, best actors, and so on. And
No.
another movie was nominated, was awarded. It was it was awarded the movie of his wife, Cameron's wife, and it was a movie about Iraq,
Was that about aliens?
not about aliens, about life, about war, about connections. So, and I try to analyze. It's only my subjective opinion, because Cameron, the movie Titanic is also his movie, and it was nominated and awarded to the Oscar, like the best movie. And so I think that for people it's interesting to, because maybe it's understandable for me, for example, and it's understandable for me to such movies like about people, about connections, not about some kind of different creatures and their life. And so maybe it's more also attractive for me to look at real world. Maybe
but as Larissa said, isn't that the point? Is that in these alien life forms, maybe it's a reflection of human values, and there is a love story in there.
Yeah, but just look at the Harry Potter. Yes, it's really very popular, and I think it's a classical movie.
But
now,
it's not
just
about aliens.
Yeah, it's not about aliens. It's like of magic. Yeah, that we see people, we see real people, and also we see magic. For me, it's really more appropriate for me just to accept the idea to have some kind of magic points, but not just like another world of dehumanization, these kind of unusual creatures.
You're not a big science fiction fan?
Yes, maybe. And I tried to analyze why just this movie didn't get this big award, like the best movie. Why? That was a comparison with another movie, just about people, about war, about relations, and so maybe just. Okay, I'm just talking about myself.
Let's come back to aliens, if we may. What other films or stories? I remember when I was very young watching or listening to The War of the Worlds, which is a novel, which it was converted into a radio play. I think I was still in primary school when my teacher put this on, and the effects and the sound, and it still has a strong. It was H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, which it's an aliens come from Mars, so they're Martians, and they are more intelligent than us, and they overpower the humans.
And they are really nasty creatures. I think
Yes.
really.
Yeah, they're kind of like killing machines. How about you guys? Do you have any favorite alien stories or films?
I don't know if it's really an alien story, but what is very popular here and has become to cult literature is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes, it's great. Definitely aliens in that one. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Not so much. I can tell you that the answer is 42.
Yeah.
The answer
Special,
to every,
that's my current age, so I'm wondering if it's going to have a special meaning for me.
it's the answer to everything is 42, and it's about a street road constructions in the space, and in behalf of that,
Yes,
they have to,
intergalactic highway, I think.
yes, and I don't know, remember exactly, but maybe the Earth is in the way.
Yes, they
And this is
compare
the
it to
problem.
kind of building a bypass. They have to destroy your house,
Yes,
and
and
the Earth is one.
it's quite funny and entertaining, the story. It's not such a not like the War of the Worlds, I think.
It's very funny, but also very clever. I think in the some of the times when he explores the way that we see reality, like there are some machines which say, "Okay, which way does time go for you?" And they do some experiments, and he says something in the future, and so, "Oh, you didn't hear that yet." Kind of hard to get your mind around, but you know, he obviously knows what he's talking about. He's very clever as well as very funny.
Mhm.
And how about you, Pipe? Are you a fan of sci-fi?
I see some movie. Yeah, I see. I think I see Transformer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Transformers.
Yeah.
What's
This
the story?
is a robot from the another space, right? Yeah, and I think it's for the first part is a good movie, but I think for the last of the part of the Transformer part is I think it's not isn't I think it's quite bad, you know. I see with my ex company, yeah, for free, yeah. But I think for another movie is I think Star Wars, right?
Yes, of course, Star Wars.
Yes.
How do aliens feature in this?
I think in Star Wars have a many alien in the movie. Yeah, we have a many star, and we have a war. Not just alien come to attack the Earth. We have all of the star have a war. You know, we have aliens and we have
Yes.
access. Yes, I think it's quite a good movie for me.
Yeah, definitely. How do humans kind of coexist with other alien life forms? Are they always fighting them, or can they mix together and live side by side?
Yeah, I think I want to we can live together. Same the MIB.
Oh
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
Men in Black.
Yeah, right. I think it's quite funny, and we can live and learn about the culture and another when the technology we can file it. Mhm.
Yeah, it's funny. Will Smith actually the thing that I sent you, Will Smith kind of introduces that program, and he makes some references to his own kind of movie experience. Cool. Did you like that one as well, Men in Black? MIB, Men in Black.
I remember the title, but I don't remember the plot of this film.
It's kind of where people are protecting the humankind against alien. Maybe Pipe, you can explain.
But who is the main character? DiCaprio or another person?
There's Will Smith. Will Smith is one of the two agents. They're a bit like FBI agents, but protecting the whole world. They're in the Federal Space Protection Agency, and they, the idea is a bit like, Area 51. Have you heard of this place? It's an American testing site in the Nevada desert, which is often associated with UFO sightings. And this kind of, there's many conspiracy theories that we have already discovered aliens, and, that the evidence is in Area 51. So it's kind of based on that concept. And they have to manage and stop the universe being destroyed by evil aliens. But not all aliens are evil in that. Some are quite friendly, some are tiny, some are, as Andreas was saying before, some are on a scale which is so small we can't imagine them, but that doesn't mean they're not important. And yes, I noticed, Natalia, you mentioned one, quite a famous one.
Yes, this movie was really exciting. Just talking about aliens. Yes, you mentioned before that I'm not a fan of such movies and characters, but this movie I highly recommend you all if you didn't watch it, because this fantastic movie, there is a cute alien. That was a cute alien. It's so nice, so good. There was really relations with kids and this small alien, and it was really funny and so nice movie just for watching the whole family and even with kids. I just really recommend you. If you didn't watch it, it's really nice.
Of course, I watched it. I grew up on this movie.
Yeah, it's nice. And I really recommend you just watch Larissa. Just watch it with your daughter. You will
E.T. Go home.
Yeah. Yes. It is really nice. It's so cute. It's kind of like a fairy tale movie.
So what's the premise here then, and what's the relationship between humans and this alien? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
In particular, in this movie, I just watched it so many years ago, and just I remember this creature, and I remember that how kids just it was a bit nervous, but then they tried to find a connection with this nice creature, and I don't remember the end, but all particular movie was really. It's not a horror movie. It's really like a romantic story movie.
Yes. Yeah. How is he treated when the kind of, the adults or the officials find out?
They try to hide it, just like how they hide this creature from parents. And so that was really a movie just you can watch several times. Yeah.
I noticed when the officials find out, and the government agencies, they sweep in with all this equipment, and they're testing that, all their PPE equipment, and they're testing it for radioactivity. Yeah, some great stories out there. Any others that you guys like? Well, what about, it was interesting when Pipe mentioned Transformers. It made me think about kind of artificial intelligence, and how sometimes we've talked about artificial intelligence in the past. There is an idea that it could, it's self-learning and it can become super intelligent. Could that exist on its own or elsewhere in the universe, or could that only come about from human or some other kind of organic life has to come first? Or maybe
Yes.
Yes, right. It makes me think of The Matrix as well. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
The Matrix, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I see it, but it's just metaverse, and I don't know about this. It just it's not a real world, right? I think.
Yeah, we're not in the real world. It's kind of playing a computer game. But then there is a real world which is very, I don't know, very scary, and
Yes.
they're harvesting the energy from our brains.
Yes. The robot is a win in the war with the human, right? And after that, the human is have a life in just in the matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Okay. Let's see. There's a question here about the intelligence of aliens. If aliens do exist, will they be more or less intelligent than us?
Who knows? Maybe yes, maybe no. We can, yeah.
And if they are, is that a good thing or is that a dangerous thing?
We don't know. We just, of course, we could be scared, and so just like looking forward to the meeting with them. So we don't know.
I think if they claim to be aliens, they should be more intelligent than we are. Otherwise, it's just some creature, but not aliens.
Yeah, if they come to us, yes, just like they come, they will be first. So of course they are more intelligent. They are first.
Yeah,
to us.
maybe. Whoever discovers the other ones.
Yeah, just logically, yeah, I think yes.
Because we thought, and Andreas have said maybe it could be millions of years developing this technology, but maybe elsewhere in the galaxy,
Yeah.
their life got started earlier, and they have millions of years ahead of us. It's quite a scary concept. But yeah, I can't claim to have the answers. I don't know. I probably think there is. I think it's quite likely that bacteria is somewhere else, but I don't know if it developed. But I really couldn't say either way.
Yes.
I think I heard about the alien in the Egypt history. You know, I think some conspiracy theory is a pyramid is built by the alien. Yeah, maybe if we found them in the Egypt, it can prove, hey, they intelligent than the human. Mm-hmm.
Right. I thought it was the Egyptians who built the pyramids. But it's true. We don't. Sometimes there are these amazing things that existed thousands of years ago. Maybe we have enough mystery here on our own planet. But yes. Does anybody else have anything else to add? Any comments or questions?
pyramids is very interesting. we can take it like a particular topic because there's so many unanswered questions in the world. So it's really, we can explain, but it's really difficult to explain how they could create, how they could construct these things, and it's because they didn't have this equipment, and so it's interesting, and how to find the way how they did it without these tools. So maybe that was really another civilization, and they were died. This civilization was died, and just so, and that's kind of like spots, or just like some things that left after this intelligent civilization. That's maybe we can take another topic, a different topic. And some magic things and just creatures, and so yes, that's interesting.
But I think one point is that there still are and will be things we can't explain, and also scientists can't explain. When I prepared very little for this session today, I came across the Umamuma. Don't know if I pronounce it correctly, but a flying object scientists couldn't. It was different than and against
Was it a UFO?
Maybe some scientists considered it a flying object created.
It was unidentified
from intelligent creatures, and it was the first object that had been occurred from outside our solar system, crossing the solar system.
Really?
And the trajectory was very special, and the appearance. And
wow.
So
maybe someone was coming to observe us.
Yes.
Better leave them alone.
Probably. And yeah, it's still difficult to explain everything that appears around us. Pipe, did you hear about it? Because you're nodding. Maybe you know more about it.
I think I heard about your say. You think is your say? Yes, right. Something is cannot prove by scientists, right? Because it's a mystery, and I think I'm not sure it's maybe from the from the space or not, or made by the human, and I cannot prove it. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, I'd never heard of this thing. Did you say Umamuma or something? Umamuma?
Omamuma. Yes.
Omamuma. Okay. Well, I will check it out. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Fantastic. Okay, well, I think we can leave it there for today. It's been fun and interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yes, live long and prosper.
And now I'm still waiting for hello from someone, Ellen.
Yeah, who knows?
In childhood.
Yes, we'll keep our eyes peeled for the night sky. We can't see anything.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe they are so close to us, and so they can see us and listen to us, but we cannot listen to them and see them.
They hear us discussing and are laughing on us right now.
Yeah, like you guys have no idea.
how close we are.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Take care. See you guys next time. We don't know what
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about, but please send, if you have any suggestions, please let me know.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
David.
you.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank you
great
guys.
day.
Thanks, Larissa, Pipe, Andreas, and Natalia.
Bye.
See you
Bye
soon.
bye.